Man, y'all know what time it is. It is officially water park after dark. What up, y'all?
Hey.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Black, back with another installation of Water Park After Dark, brought to you by the E.B.H Black Show. And you know it's gotta be cracking in this thing when you got HumpDay with Miss Amanda Ray.
Hey, y'all.
The freak angel herself. And the spot can't be hot unless you got the hot beaver over there. You feel me? Let me go on and get this on my page and share it. Let's get this. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. This is for the late nighters. We have an adult conversation at the adult time. Tonight we talking
all
about
the kiddos in bed.
Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure we on. Here we
Put
go.
the kiddos away.
Right, the kids should be asleep, or at least in the room.
A different room.
A different room.
Far away from this room. Yeah, not near this room.
Yeah, not
right
this
now.
room. Yeah. So what's good with y'all? I mean, like, we took a week off because people had to recuperate. Get their Pedialyte, so they can get their balance back. The electrolytes, and people need to go to the gym and work out.
Not you
work
pointing
out
at me when you was with the shit too, motherfucker.
They soreness. You know what I mean? Not me. Not me. I wasn't doing nothing. I didn't have a Valentine this year. I will have one next year. I promise I'll have one next year, right?
That's because y'all want to be dry. And I want to find out about this 5-minute water park. So
okay. Let's jump right into it. Let's get into the water breaker. This is a thing that we do. We start off the show just to get the show flowing because it's more better when it's wetter. So we got a foreplay. We're gonna talk about 4 water breakers. They're like icebreakers, but we call them water breakers here in the water world. Let's see. Let's start with y'all. We was talking about the Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
What was y'all talking about earlier?
No, it's just weird how it switches up. Like all of a sudden, about somewhere around the 12th, I start getting all these messages from basically every female I ever talked to as they try to
hey, how you doing?
Yeah, hey. They don't have much game because they're not used to that. So they'd be like, hey. Mostly, that's about it. Or for some reason, they think that if they accuse you of something, it's a good way to start a conversation. I mean, it does work. I mean, people are naturally defensive. But yeah, that's, and then, you just kind of sit back and, be the hunted. It's different. It's different.
Oh, so that's what people do. Like a couple of days, they hit you up to like heat check you and see like what you doing for Valentine's Day.
What you got going on? Because obviously they ain't got nobody to spend it with.
Oh, exactly. I did get a call from somebody, and they were just. It seemed like just a random check-in to see what I was up to, but really what that was supposed to be was me to see what they were doing for Valentine's Day, and I was supposed to set it up if I wasn't doing nothing.
Opportunity.
Yeah. Well, why wait 2 days before Valentine's Day? That's not enough time.
Well, they're not trying to make multiple moves, and that way it's explicit.
Oh.
And people don't plan ahead. Come on, think.
Well,
say you get the same stuff. You don't get girls hitting you after Valentine's Day like that got their little heart broke because they man didn't do what they wanted. Yeah,
that's a safer bet. Bet. Yeah, so dudes, be wary of the pre-Valentine's Day calls. Okay, there's a certain sense of a different kind of desperation that you probably want to be wary of at that time, right? You know, but the 15th, that's a little different. A little different.
Ain't that National Side Chick Day? I thought the 15th was National Side Chick Day. Like I couldn't be with you on the 14th, but the 15th, that's me and you, boo, for real. Like for real. Like you can get the candy for half off at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You could take her somewhere. It's not gonna be all full. You ain't gotta worry about seeing somebody else because they probably went out last night. National Side Chick Day.
Man. Wow.
But I didn't. Me personally, I didn't have either. Me personally, I wasn't the main or the side. I was just lost in the sauce.
Choice fatigue.
Miss Clarissa, darling. How was your heart day?
It was wonderful. I binge watched A Different World because they just put it on Netflix.
That's
So
for
it was wonderful. I had some frozen grapes. Had a nice little time.
You were single by choice.
I guess.
Oh,
She was single by she ain't found the right one.
that's what it is.
The 16th.
The 16th is
Why?
Clarissa Day.
Why the 16th?
yeah. Why the 16th? Let us know what y'all do for Valentine's Day or whatever. So the question is, why do people hit you up to see what you're doing for Valentine's Day? And is that an effective strategy? Because I mean, I guess if you ain't got nobody and I ain't got nobody, that's kind of like the Hail Mary last ditch effort, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you at the place now where the best result is some leftovers. But you know.
Well, sometimes leftovers are good. You know what I'm saying? Like gumbo is better the next day. Greens are better the next day. The season sits in, So it ain't always bad the next day unless you double dip and had some last night and the next day. That's kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be the sloppy seconds of that, but anyway.
So, I mean, what you saying about relationships then anyway? Yeah.
Right. So anyway, let's get to the number 2 of the water breaker. Speaking of sloppy, I saw something the other day where men were talking about they enjoy BJs as much, if not more, than the yak. Now, me personally, I never really quite thought about it, but I wanted to know, do you guys feel that way, bro? Do you feel that way? And as ladies, these ladies say they can top you off in 5 minutes or less. So that means they know what they're doing. So they must know something that a lot of us don't know. Check this video out. Let's see what we think about it.
If you've ever had a good BJ, it's been transformational. Like your life is never the same, right? Like, let's just be honest. Men love BJs. Why do they love them? It's easy. And let's be honest, being a man is hard today. Being a woman is so easy. You go through life, if you're mildly attractive, I get free stuff all the time. I don't even ask for it. Sex is much easier for women. It just is. We just have to receive you. Yeah. For the man, you have to have enough relaxation. Then when you're actually having sex, you have to worry, am I hurting her? Am I going too fast? Is this too much for her? Oh shoot, I think I'm gonna climax again. I need to slow down. Like there's all these things that are going through your mind. So BJ, you don't have to do any of that. You just sit there. or stand or kneel, lay, whatever the arrangement is, and you just get to receive. It's the one time in your life where you don't have to think. Yes, you have to get the erection, but after that, you can just get pleasure. People demonize men for being wanting sex and wanting J's. No, they need that. They need to feel that pleasure. They need to feel that release. They need to feel that, like, I can just chill for a minute, right? Because in life, they're out fighting. They're fighting dragons. They're protecting. They're providing. They're preserving their legacy.
So
Very true. Yeah.
I'm pro BJ. You know, like it's kind of like when you just want to get entertained, you picked up your phone and you scroll. Same thing with the BJ. Just random acts of kindness. You know what I mean? Just whoa, give me a BJ. You feel me? Dopamine hit. You feel me? It would be a pretty dope hit. Like, so I'm pro BJ. And as a man, I'm going to put it out there for us that it's hard for us. So do y'all agree? Do y'all think sex is harder for a man than it is for a woman?
Yeah.
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 All right. Consensus.
Yes, absolutely. Like, it's a thing as pillow princesses. So it's like women, we expect to show up and get knocked off the just not just pin. So we expect that. We expect to get drilled and not like to have to really do any drilling. But yeah, that's expected. Men are expected to do all of the work. Not yeah, that's what we expect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It seems, yeah, it feels like that's what it is. And then anything else is the bonus, right? Uh,
Right.
Right.
like icing on the cake, but the
Yeah.
cake is already baked, right? Yeah. You get that. You know, I think it's possible to change that dynamic, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, it's possible to change it, but I don't know if I want no
mm.
hyper aggressive ass woman. I mean, like that could be
Not
fun in
aggressive.
the
The
Just
moment,
quirks of
but I
it
don't
just
want
here and
that
working.
there.
all the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't want the hyper aggressive ass woman like that. But you could get hyper aggressive on this tip. You could do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, we like it. I think it is harder for us, like you were saying, like Pillow Princess. A dude can't sit there and just be like, mm, mm.
Cause we
You
were
know,
like,
just
what
laying there.
you doing?
That
What?
ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
No.
That ain't gonna work for him. I mean, that ain't gonna work for her. I mean, now if I'm sitting back getting some Boss Throat, some Top, some Baltimore, some Boston, some Afghan head, like yeah, I'll sit back like this, and even then, I'm not gonna sit back. I'm gonna be an active participant,
Mhm.
That's right.
right? So,
Yes.
ladies, make it easier on the guys. And for ladies, wait, we can't leave y'all out. I know y'all like to go to Amsterdam. So do y'all ever? Let me just ask this: can y'all get some head and not get no D, or do
Yes.
you
Yes.
want both?
Yes.
She's
Yes.
like
But why y'all don't never
preferable.
just say, I want head? Like,
Why what?
It is a rare thing for a female to just be like, oh, let's do the oral and that's it. That's all I want.
yeah.
That's my favorite. I okay, so we actually had a secret code for it so that I don't sound disgusting, and we called it BODO, Bodo, and it was boxers off, dig out. That means I'm coming and I'm basically doing a drive by. I'm gonna give you head and then I'm bouncing. So that was something that we always did. I love those.
Oh, I'm for the Bodo.
Yes.
I like that. So does that work both ways for both of y'all? Like, no, it can't. So what is it called if you want just some head?
That's the thing. I really didn't care for it that much. And it was his mission to make me like it. So whenever I did ask for it, he would jump at the chance for it because I didn't really ask for it all the time. So if I'm asking for it, it's like, oh yeah, she need that. And that's what I would say. I need that. And
Okay.
you would do that.
I'm gonna wake you up out your sleep, caregiver. Like I'm gonna eat
Yes.
it. Go for sure. We love it.
Yes. My favorite is when they're on the game. When you on the game and I just start and you either have to just like lift the thing up or you have to mute it
Yeah, cause they gonna start making all them
and you
noises.
be like, hey, I'll be right back, y'all boys. I'll be like, man, come on again. Tell her lesson to chill out, man. Like
I'll be on
but
Call of Duty. They be like, why you keep getting killed?
but that was our thing that we did. It was just that's my favorite thing to do. Giving head while you on the game. Because my mission, my goal is to make you have to mute the mic. If you don't mute the mic, I didn't do good. You gonna mute that mic. You muted. Ah, that girl is good. I am good.
Here you go. Mute the mic.
Now she made you mute the mic to the screen.
Man,
I
mute the
I
mic
like the
and hit the
game.
like. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So, okay, cool. All right. So, help a brothers out, you ladies out there. I mean, like, make a code for it. I kind of like that. So it don't sound all weird. Like Chris Rock was saying, there is no cool way to say, like, can I get some head? Like, that ain't cool. You know, I just give the alley oop look, like, you know, like,
You should never have to ask.
or you give the look like this.
Man, why you gotta ask
You
though?
shouldn't have to ask
Like
because
we supposed
you don't
to
have to ask.
Hey, wait, it's kind of fun. Well, ask stuff like what?
for some head. Like I don't know.
What if I look down at myself and make it jump?
Oh, you
Oh
don't
yeah, off
see.
the
You don't
ripple.
understand. She's just saying
You doing
if
tricks
there's
and
an
stuff?
opportunity,
Hey.
she's taking it anyway. So you shouldn't have to ask.
Oh yeah, well, everybody having been pleasured with a morning wood a morning woodchuck.
The initial
I would love a morning woodchuck.
pistol.
Those be the favorite. And they're funny a little too because y'all be fighting and having to pee at the same time. So that be funny.
Wow, you're gonna be all there. You be there all day. That's probably it.
Yeah, for real.
No. It
She
does
said,
take
no.
a minute or two longer. Yes, I'll admit that.
Here we go with this minute
With
or
A
the
two.
minute
morning
or
wood.
two
Yeah.
longer.
We're talking about this
So
minute or two. Here we go.
Okay,
Mhm.
it takes 5 minutes longer. A minute or two. Say it
All
more
right, all
clear.
right. Okay, I'm gonna take your word. Then that was number 2 of the water breaker, but here's number 3. So, hey, we were talking about having. Do you watch porn with your significant other? Do you guys watch porn with your significant other?
No. I mean I have in the past, but now no.
Okay, so
But
do
I like
you?
to watch like videos that we made together. That's
Yeah.
like a thing for me.
Okay, so what if you saw your mate watching porn and it was someone that looked at opposite of you or different than you? Would you feel some type of way?
No.
No.
With her. You
It
with me?
doesn't.
No.
No.
I'm into hentai. That would not like I'm used to seeing them have sex with dragons and monsters. So I don't care that you I don't know, like if you got a crazy fetish for looking at little people, I might start to scratch my head a little bit. But that's it.
Okay, well, sometimes it could be taken as like, oh, I'm not really your type and whatever, whatnot. But here's a video talking about that very thing, and I want to see what you guys thought about that because The name of this video was Not Like You. So I guess not like us, not like you.
What about if I'm on Instagram, I'm liking a whole bunch of joints that look nothing like you? Do you feel some sort of way?
No, because I think I already know that you like people that don't look like me.
What?
You have a specific type of porn that you watch all the time. And that is not me at all. So I think
Well, I can't put in the search, Kristen.
You would know enough porn stars to be able to pick out somebody that looks similar to me.
I could not, and I don't know enough.
You don't know nobody. You don't know any of them?
I know like one or two, maybe. I'm not one of those people that
you know at least 3 or 4
that look like you.
No, you know at least 3 or 4, just in general, like personally, that have been in your presence.
No,
at least. I think you know a good variety where you could at least find someone that is similar if that's what you were going for.
I don't. I mean, if I did, I would look.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you would go search out. I only gotta look at people that look like my wife. Like, you see me every day. Go have fun. Go get variety. Like, that don't have nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Your time is your time.
Okay.
That don't bother me.
Okay, would that be considered being secure? Because let's say if you didn't have a big butt, right? But then I'm always on Instagram and I'm liking big booty girls. You wouldn't feel no way about that?
No, because I mean it's more of like your fantasy. But if you're here, you're taking care of home, we good. We don't have no type of problems. I'm cool. You can look at whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you taking care of me. Like, you here with me, you come in with me every day. Like, why would I have a problem with that? You could look at whatever. Now, when you start acting on it, that's when we got a problem.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I know me, and I'm going to start taking it into, okay, is this something that I can change? Is it like some type of way that I've let myself go? Because if it's like something that has to do with it, but if my butt is flat, you knew that when you came over here, there's nothing that I could do about that. I probably could do something to add a little bit to it, but overall, I'm just gonna have a flat booty. And you liking BBLs? Listen, baby, you can like that as long as you love me and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as our relationship goes. Baby, there's nothing I could do about that. Just as long as you're being honest with what we have going on.
That sounds mature. Maybe I got a mature group of people here because I know people be tripping sometimes like, oh, that's what you like? That's what you like? Oh, that's what you like?
Why?
I mean, because subconsciously people,
then.
huh?
They need to mature then.
I mean, subconsciously people might
I don't even
feel
think
like I'm not your number one choice. Like if you know that you don't have a big penis, right? But your girl always watching BBC porn. Would you feel some type of way as a dude, or I don't know. I haven't ran into that situation me personally, but I'm just thinking I can see how that could become a problem. What you think, bro?
You're muted.
muted.
Yeah, no, I think I could see in that circumstance there might be a issue, a pride issue kind of thing, right? And even Clarissa touched on, like, you know, if I got a certain type of butt and you look in for a different type of butt, I might think about that a little bit, right? So there's a line there, right? But I don't care. Yeah, do what you're gonna do. I agree with his wife in the video. Like, that's your time. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tripping. Yeah. Like, like Venta said, you with me we doing all the stuff during the day and like at night. So I think we're good. Just as long as it ain't in real life, we good.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on that. You know, that might be the man of your dreams, but I'm the man of your reality.
Speaking of, I didn't do my $2,000 question. about if there's a person that y'all can have sex with, like a famous person or a celebrity, y'all can have sex with for $200. I didn't answer. And I felt like I missed the opportunity because Michael B. Jordan, if all it takes is $2,000, I got that right now. That's all, that's all I'm gonna say.
Michael B. Jordan for
Michael B.
$2,000,
Jordan,
Alex.
I will be turned every which way but loose. That's all.
Okay, well, here's a question for you. It's a question for all of us. This is number 4. Number 4, the final breaker of the water breaker. Michael B. Jordan. And this is for any of you guys, your most loved person that you would want to be with. This is what I want to know. Would you do this indecent proposal?
If somebody offered you $50K a month to leave me, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yo,
But-
I don't like yo.
But I'm gonna call you got my kids.
Wait,
Am I
what?
also taking the kids?
Yeah, you taking the kids.
Well, he didn't say that. What if he don't want kids in his house? Who am I to tell that man that he has to father my children also?
Yo.
He didn't include them in the package. I'm taking the package as is. I'm not amending.
So you would leave your kids?
I'm not asking no questions. I'm just gonna assume somebody offered you $50,000 a month.
I would
to
not leave you.
me. Why?
Because I love you and I've built a life with you.
Well, then I would leave you for being a dumbass. Because what the fuck are you talking about?
That's wild.
$50K a month?
$50K a month, man.
Every month.
Every month.
For the rest of my life.
Rest of your
I don't
life.
have to do shit for it but leave.
You got to leave and be with that person, yeah.
Are you about to say something else that's gonna make me
No.
like what's the bad? What are you talking about?
Well, dang.
Kristen.
Yeah.
50K a month. Would you be the one you're with? Start a new relationship? Dude, this is what we do. 50K. Because this shows me how men and women love differently. Because she said without no hesitation, no crossover, no step back, no nothing. She just pulled up and just shot for 3 and hit all net. And was like, yes, I'm leaving you and the kid.
It's
Yeah.
she was serious too.
And he looked like he was like way hurt a little bit because he was like, but I wouldn't leave you because I love you. Like, what's love got to do? so
No,
for,
I feel like if I'm in a relationship where I'm happy and we good and we secure like that relationship, hell no. Yeah, nah. Cause financially, I'm gonna provide it anyway. Like I be getting my money, and like everybody that I'm with do too. So like,
that's over $500,000 a year.
I don't give a fuck.
No, that's more than that. It's $6 million a year.
After you could be going over
What?
there and getting your ass beat every day.
50,000?
How you know?
$6 million a year.
No, 50,000. Like it's 100,000 every 2 months, and then for 12 months,
Oh, she said 50,000. Oh, it's at 500. Okay, yeah, so 600,000. That's a lot.
that's a year just not to be with somebody.
And what if
Yeah, that's
he
a
beat your ass every day?
No, what if he don't even beat your head in? It's just what if he want to just let you be live your soft life or whatever they be calling it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't know what you're getting yourself into. If you already happily in a relationship, why would you leave that? And you love somebody, like why would you leave that for some money?
Because it might not be $50,000 a month happy.
I guess that's what I'm saying. It depends on the relationship. That's how you
So
their vision of their relationship might differ.
So for $50,000 a month, I'm gonna have to consider it. How bad is she?
Well, see, you got to do different math though, because I mean, are you married? Because then it's $25,000 a month, and who's keeping the kids?
No, give me mine in cash.
He said,
I need mine in cash. So 50,000 is a lot, right? So I like knowing how I'm built, I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna be thinking about it depends if I'm married. If I'm married, then no. If I'm married, then
Oh,
no. If I'm not married, woo. And my just and that's just being honest. And I wouldn't even want to do it, but I'm like, why we ain't married?
who?
I'm just saying whoever I'm with at
Don't
that
play
time.
with me. No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, man, I think I have to consider this in all circumstances,
you.
especially
Right.
because of how I don't know, transitory, even marriages can be. I mean, shoot, imagine you pass on this and then like 8 months later, your wife leaves you.
Ooh,
No,
you
but imagine you take it and then 8 months later he dies and leaves you nothing.
Can he do that? I need a clause. And
yeah,
it's a
no,
she
we
for
got
me. So
we
yeah,
definitely gotta
she
write
gotta
something up. Yeah,
she gotta write
I'm
something
glad you
up.
said that. We need to write that up.
Yeah, yeah, I need a
You got
guaranteed contract.
it coming after.
We're gonna have the attorneys go through this, and you paying for the attorneys. Just that's how that works.
Man, you gotta put me in the wheel and let me know it's real.
For real, man. Let me see that clause. Hey, I need my shit, put away. You know what I'm gonna say.
Man. So 50K, man, we ain't married. Shoo.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't like
Mm-mm.
to wobble on answers, but that's gonna be a tough 50K. You ain't even gotta work.
50K a month.
Right.
You ain't never gotta do nothing. Talk about work.
Listen.
So, man, that's an ugly situation right there. That's ugly. What if the person is ugly though?
It wouldn't
Um,
matter.
what a
It wouldn't matter.
Mm-mm.
I
For
mean,
me,
he was talking about the money. Money is up top. Money is one
mm-mm.
of the most important things.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
50K.
not
get.
gonna care about the looks. The
Well,
looks
but
would be an added
look
bonus.
number one
If
though. Right?
you look good, it'll be an added. In this case, it'll be an added bonus. That'll just be an extra incentive. Oh, it's not that bad. Like it'll make her easier to leave because he looks good. The uglier here he is, the more she gonna be like, oh, I don't know about this. She's still gonna leave, but it's gonna be a little harder for her to leave. But for me, if I'm married, my off the top answer would be no, but I gotta consult with my husband. He's gonna have to convince
Mm-hmm.
me that I need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
However, if I'm single, my top of the answer gonna be like, man, I don't know. And he gonna have to convince me why I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it. I'm
How do you
single.
convince
I'm single. I'm
convince
in.
somebody's $50,000
I
a month
I
worth?
have a price.
You gotta tell me some secret cheat plans that we gonna have. You gotta convince me. If I'm gonna lose you forever for $50,000 a month, nah, nah. We got to
The way
have
around it.
a
The way
sneak
around it.
sneak cheat. Nah,
Yeah. It's like when you go to like the fast food place, you know what I'm saying, and your girlfriend's like, go ahead and flirt with the manager so we can get extra. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so because if I'm shelling out 50K, I'm gonna make sure you don't ever see her again in life.
Right.
So So that means I'll never see you again
Mm.
ever. There's that I can't risk that possibility. I can't.
Yeah, if it's that person, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
So looks matter.
Yes, they do.
see, so I'm not even
They make
considering
it
the person
they make it
who's
easier.
paying.
So it's funny because it's time to go on now because women are getting more and more. They're getting more and more beautiful, right? Or there's more of them being beautiful because, like we were
Mhm.
talking, like I was talking about, everybody is tens. All the women are tens now, right?
Everybody's perfect.
Everybody's perfect, right? And even Kevin Samuels got viral because he said you average at best, right? But women think that they're all tens. So
Mhm.
I heard something new. It's called ugly privilege. I need y'all to hear this and help me get to the main thing because the main thing is the main thing. This is the main course. Is everybody tens? That's what we're gonna talk about. I know it. I know all men ain't tens, and I know men don't look at all women like they're tens, but women think they're all tens. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, but we're gonna talk about this new thing that I heard called ugly privilege.
I'm not ugly, but if you asked me if I had ugly privilege, I sure as shit did. And the biggest lesson I can give to you from that experience is that all men are the same. The fundamental difference between a man that pursues ugly women versus a man that pursues conventionally attractive women is that the men who pursue ugly don't lie to you about who they are. These men legitimately think that you were so desperate and lonely and aching for love that you don't really give a fuck and you will take the worst of the worst, and they are the worst of the worst. Here's the secret though. They're all the worst of the worst. Because I spent a lot of time watching the predator instead of being the prey, I got to peep a lot of game. And there is an insane amount of strategy that goes into almost every single interaction that a man has with a woman. So please, take it from me, the only difference between a man that's willing to pursue ugly women versus a man that only pursues conventionally attractive, beautiful women is that only one of those people is putting effort into the con. Is that only one of those people is putting effort into.
So ugly privilege. What is this ugly privilege thing you speak of? To me, what that sound like? You know what that sound like to me? It sounds like you know that you're not a 10, but you want to act like you're a 10.
Exactly. You're a delusional 10. And it's like there's nothing wrong with being and when I say delusional and there's nothing wrong, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with having the confidence of being a 10, but you need to have the reality that baby at best you're a 3. You need to
Mm.
know that within yourself because then it'll kind of humble you a little bit. You'll have that confidence, but you won't be so boastful about it and just so arrogant and just automatically demanding a certain type of attention, I guess, because you're not that delusional 10 that you think, girl, you ain't. So it's like, yeah, like you could have the confidence, but don't be a jerk about it because you ain't no dang on 10. Dang.
Yeah, I like that. It's okay to have the confidence. Just like as an athlete, you could say, I'm the best in the world. Yeah, you know you're not the best in the world, but then if you carry yourself as such, your confidence gets you to a point where you maximize whatever you are for real, right?
Yeah.
And then even if you are a 6 and you carry yourself like a 10, then you might mess around and be that adjustable 8 or adjustable 7 or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times your personality can make you cuter than
Yes.
you are physically. Just like
Yes.
pretty girls can have an ugly attitude, and that 10 definitely will knock you to an 8, like
Mhm.
for real. So I can see that being a thing to be humble about. Matter of fact, I think the cutest women are the most humble ones.
Yeah.
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 Personality would be huge.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
Shallow Hal, that's one of my favorite movies.
Mm,
Shallow
mm.
Hal.
Yeah, the man formula is pretty simple. We just take the looks and the personality and you know purity thing right somewhere. Bang, like a score. Yeah, it's real simple. But the personality thing be huge in that whole interpretation of looks or something, right? Like everything looks better from a certain with a certain type of personality, right? So
Yes.
yeah. But if everybody's a 10, doesn't that mean like there's no the scale is like meaningless?
Yeah.
Um, and then like because you got like these 10s rejecting 80% of dudes or something. So it's going to create a little bit of an imbalance.
So should a 5 holler at a 10?
Mm, not really. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying like if you're gonna holler at a 10, then you gotta holler at a 7 too. Like don't a 6. Don't only holler at a 10. A 10 if you're a 5, because then what are you doing? Right? You're probably gonna lose. And everybody trying to holler at that 10, right?
That's the
What
thing.
about yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Because if you were 5, right, and you never got the attention of a 10 or a 9 or something like that, and your girl is a 9 or a 10, you gotta be able to deal with that.
Right.
But then that comes with communication from the woman too, as well, because she know damn well she gonna get that attention, and she know how to direct that attention or divert the attention, and only accept attention from her dude. So that'd be helpful.
Mhm.
I think a man that's a 5 could holler at anybody if he's financially stable enough.
Yeah.
Then
I
he's not
think
a 5.
it
Then
makes a
he wouldn't
difference
be
in
a
that
5.
aspect. I really think it makes a difference in that aspect because you got some rich men that's really like a 2 or a 3, but they got bad girls because of their money. So I think that part makes a difference too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's just money though, because like I think it's actually more like you could have money and not have any uh, ability to pull bad girls, right? Like you got
Yeah.
to be masculine, right? You have masculine
Hmm.
qualities that women like. So if you're not doing that, like so, like what like you know, you you like Alan Greenspan was like pulling ladies, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like Fed chief and he was like 80 something, but he had he was masculine, so he was able to pull it off. So yeah, money to a certain extent, but then also, you know, you got to do
Bill
the
Gates, all these fools, like, yeah. So money does add to the attraction level. Like what Jermaine Dupri said, he taller than you, stand on his wallet. Like
Mhm.
that's why he was able to
Mhm.
get Janet Jackson, I guess, right?
Right. But
That's
even
like
that statement,
that man. I think he like 5 foot, and then women always be talking about they want tall men and stuff. That man
yeah,
are the baddies, and he itty
okay,
bitty.
yeah. But even that statement that he made is very like confident, right?
Exactly.
So he's displaying the masculinity while showing you the money. That's number one, and number two together in one little yum yum sandwich for the ladies.
Have any of you guys dated a 10 or a 9? What you would consider
I
a
would,
10? Well, no, I wouldn't say
what
necessarily.
other
What
people
what
would,
majority of people
yes.
would consider a 10 or a 9?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I say, yeah, that a girl 5 should talk to a boy 10. Like she shouldn't just, because if you think about it, if all the women are thinking that they're 10s, you would have to stand apart. That means that none of y'all looks matter. All of y'all looks cancel out each other. What do you have to offer outside of your looks? So that
Mm.
means that you got to have some type of characteristic, some type of personality. So you're going to come forward with that personality, and he going to be like, dang, like she not bad as the other girls, but she dope. Like she like one of the homeboys, and I could knock Shorty down. Like that, you gonna
Mm.
be in there, girl. Go holler at that man, girl. But yeah, like just come with more than just your looks, because everybody tends, so looks don't matter.
That's a cool perspective.
I think
I like
everybody is
that.
somebody anyway.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
everybody ugly to somebody. Beyonce
Yeah.
ugly to somebody.
Yeah. I think the social media stuff is just really what kind of messes things up when it comes to that, because you get the whole imbalance, and it's like distorts reality. I think for some of these women, you know what I mean? Because they're getting like so much attention so easily, right? You know what I mean? And then it I think changes the whole calculus for them, right? So yeah, you get like 90% of men are getting ignored on those apps or whatever, something like that. Like it's crazy, right? And then like they just go on Instagram real quick, and people are like, "Oh, you're beautiful, you're a 10." So they get the validation super fast from that. And yeah, man, like then like why do anything long term if you're in that situation, right? You gotta like ride the wave, right? I don't know.
Mm, I don't know. Y'all see my page, and the most the motherfucker gonna get from me is a hi. How you doing? Like,
Yeah.
But even that I've learned is that's sometimes just the dopamine hit that people need. Like, oh snap, she even that. So it's like, I don't know. I done found out I be flirting when I don't even be flirting, child. So I don't know what to say
people
there.
be telling me that all the time. I be like, well, I just said hi. Like, the fuck? How did you get that from that? Like, what?
I mean, women love confidence. I mean, compliments. They eat that up. Like,
Dang,
so of course, if a dude gonna say that, and y'all get them all the time. But if y'all get it from a dude that y'all think is a 9 or a 10, then it hit. If it's a
right.
dude 8 or lower, then it's just par for the course.
Mm.
So yeah, a woman 5 can definitely holler at a dude that's a 10 or a 9, right? Because really, the women that are 9 or 10, they're probably not displaying natural beauty.
Mm,
That woman that's a 5 or a 6, she probably on her natural beauty, right?
mm,
And a dude can appreciate that more and see her for who she is. And plus, men, they date down anyway. Women date laterally and up, usually up though. And so a man don't have the same hang up as a woman would, because a dude 5 would definitely have to have some money, a stone cold gentleman, gotta have a gun in the car,
Mm-hmm.
gotta know how to sing, know how to do TikToks,
Got his own company.
dress alike during Christmas,
Oh no.
love his mother.
Every day
Mm.
gotta be Christmas. What you mean?
Yeah, so for a dude, it's different. So y'all dated these 9s and 10s. Let me ask y'all this: are 9s and 10s overrated? Because I say they are. Matter of fact, I think they high maintenance and they got low productivity because they think because they can get what they want anytime they want to. They kind of sit on that. And the
Yeah,
ones that's 9 and 10s that don't act like that, they usually have a big ass ring on their finger.
Right.
yeah, the
Yeah,
nines and
I
tens are
definitely
bullshit.
them 9s and 10s be like it be a different the little attitude. Like you gotta humble yourself a little bit, cause if I pulled you, you think I can't pull another one?
Mm.
Get
That's
out.
better than you
Mm. Mm.
easily. You lucky to be here. Act right.
I love the sass, y'all. Okay, shit. Put the nigga in his place, huh?
Yeah, well,
And I'm saying
No,
that even
that's a
for
lot of
a
work.
women, like a man can say that to a woman, like
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
like you know
No,
how many options that he has, and I choose to be with you looking
right.
like that.
Do you have a 9 or a 10 personality to go with that 9 or a 10?
See, that's where she lost me when she was like, "Oh, the men just start off being more transparent and all of that stuff, but then it kind of fades away, like the ugly privilege fades away because yeah, you got that guy, but you wasn't able to keep him. He turned out just to be like the other guys." I think that maybe her personality wasn't that she actually presented because she thought
Mm.
that she was a 10, but in reality she's a 3, so her personality just showed a 3. I don't want to be with a 3. You already look like that. Why you act like that too?
No,
yeah.
I
See, and the thing about a 3, if you make a 3 or a 5 feel like an 8 or a 9, then they
Yeah.
start trying to treat you like you the 5.
Yeah. Like I lowered
Mm.
myself for you and you acting like that. Man, bye man.
I think that's a thing too. Like a lot of people present themselves differently initially, and then like that's why you got to get past that phase. Like,
But
Mhm.
that's a big drop from a 10 to really a 3. Like I could say like we landed on 7. All right. I'll take that. But 3, nah, man, come on, man.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. I don't
yeah,
know.
because
Like
once you get to know a person and their personality ain't all that, that 10 gonna
that's
down
it
quick. It's gonna
quick.
start
Man.
dropping real quick. Cause now you
Yeah.
ugly as hell to me. Yo, I
Yeah.
look ugly. The way
Yeah.
you
If
Like
you're
talk,
not kind to people or something like that, you like bitchy to
yeah.
people. I don't care. We're done. Like I can't do that shit. You're not
you
gonna embarrass
misuse
me
the
walking
ugly
around treating
privilege.
people.
It's like
Yeah.
white people misusing white privilege. Like how you got locked up and in jail. Like you misused the white privilege. How you ain't get off? That's how you fumbled that 8 or 9 and you know you a 3. You misused the ugly privilege. Like I'm very
Look,
real
Can't
with
stand
myself.
Clarissa.
you misuse the ugly privilege.
Yeah, cause I know I'm not up there. I would say like I'm a good 4, 5. When I do myself up, I probably could be like a high 6. But I understand, like I'm being realistic, cause I know it's some beautiful, shapely women out there. So I'm being realistic, and that's still probably a little too high.
Mm-mm.
But I know that personality wise, baby, I know I'm lit over here. So, but it's like I'm real with myself. I'm not gonna just go around thinking I'm a 10. No, girl, I know what it is. We know what we see when we look in that mirror. Come on now.
Mm.
I didn't know it was so important for guys to even care about their looks as much as they do. But in 2025, it matters. So this is something I ran across just to represent the women that don't have the perspective that we're hearing right now.
A certain way. Part of the
Oh,
issue.
wait. Hold on, not that this one.
Men should
Baja's,
see us
I
in
think
our natural
Baja's,
state before they get in a real relationship with us.
whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora, get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
What?
So
What?
before we go into what she say, what is she? Is she a 10?
No.
Oh,
No. No.
We can't even see her body, but I do.
no, that's Jessie Woo. She got body, and then she Haitian too. So it's like she got that exoticness to her. Um,
HB,
she
Mhm.
not
what
a
you think
10
she
though.
look like? Give her a number right now. The
Oh,
way
but
she
I heard
look
her.
right now.
I already heard her talk though, so this is hard.
Oh.
No,
I'm sure.
even after hearing her talk.
Oh, like with the personality in there, she like a 4.
Oh well, how does she look just without?
Oh, okay. So if we just, like I was pretty average. I would say like a 7-ish. Yeah, 6 or 7. Like
Right, she was like a 6.5 and a 7, right? That's with
Mm-hmm.
makeup and the whole 9. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
think she looked like without it on?
Yeah, she that 4. You can hear it in personality, and that's probably what it looked like when he wakes up in the morning.
So my thing is this: where did she get off having this kind of perspective? Because all women think they 10s.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, it's just a very money focused. There's a lack of empathy here, right? Like everything is being seen from her own perspective. Somehow, I think she thinks that men think about relationships the same way that she does, and they don't. So it's pretty shocking sometimes the stuff that people say.
That's a weird even approach. Like a man want to see what you look like without it because he don't want to pay for it. Like what?
I
Well,
think that
that's always the default answer anytime a man wants something from a woman because it's something that he's lacking or he's deficient in, and it's just a way for her to protect whatever insecurity she got going on, right? So
right.
the thing about it is she looks very average, and I'm not trying to say she ugly or anything like that, but she's very average. That's why you even use she looks average. Like you would see her in Starbucks. That don't I would not like turn my head hella times to look at her, even if her ass is big. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why women feel this way, or why they don't understand that if y'all all think y'all 10s, this is the kind of perception that you give off, and then men are like turned off. So now what we do is we'll start sport fucking you, right? Because now because now it's like a challenge. Because now we go not try to knock you off that pedestal that you should have never been on to begin with, and then it becomes a game.
Mm-hmm.
So when I
Yeah,
hear
because
stuff like this, that's what I think. Or what
That
the
puts her,
relationship is.
but that makes a woman feel like they higher up on the pedestal because they could pull more men. See, women's mentality is kind of changing a little bit. So that with that like thought process, men got to start being careful with that. Cause you're not gonna knock her off. You building her up now because now she like, oh, I could get more and more. Like I could get all of these men who think they knocking me off of that, but really it's building her up. Cause now
For a
she
short term.
baddest in the room because she could put all of y'all. Females' mentalities is really changing for real.
Yeah, she couldn't pull me.
You just said you want to knock her off so you could knock her off that pedestal.
No, what I'm saying is that's the mentality I would give her if I just didn't have nothing to do but sport fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
The thing
not
is,
right now, me talking about me, I'm not in the mode of sport fucking right now. So I
there's
wouldn't,
no.
so that's not
There's.
really an option. But what I'm saying is if I seen her and she was all like trying to do like men used to do is initiate the shot, she shooting her shot, I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, she beautiful. She's a 9 or a 10. But see, me, I'm not looking for a 9 or a 10 because I've been with 9s and 10s, and it's overrated. And the thing about it is, then I went to the other end of the spectrum. I didn't go to 1 or 2, but I went to what I would think would be like a 5, and I probably want to land somewhere between 5 and 7. And then the personality is what's contingent on it all, really. And that's how, I mean, when you're looking for a woman to wife.
Interesting. Yeah, I think women do this too. They'll like pick a maybe not the most attractive guy to be a husband, just for probably the same reason. Right? It's less complicated or whatever. But yeah, if you're in a relationship with this woman, there's no way to have a real relationship. It's one sided.
Yeah.
There's no give and take. So it's like, yeah, the only response is to have meaningless, casual interactions, right? What else can you do? If this is the thought process, like really?
That
If that's the first thing that she says, she's hiding something and she's insecure with herself. Because if y'all go this whole relationship, y'all get married, and then 10 years into y'all being married, you find out been wearing a toupee this whole time, you gonna lose your mind. Like, who is this person? You been lying this whole time? So you telling me we going this whole relationship, don't get to see who you really are? Who are you? And if you turn around and throw up, oh, you can't maintain this toupee, I'll punch you on your clavicle. Don't play
It's
with me.
ironic. It's ironic because it has like trad wife from the 50s vibes where the husband can't see me without makeup on, but then it has all of the nastiness of
Right.
modern of modern dating. So it has the worst of both worlds. It's great.
I mean, at the end of the day, you could tell she got a gang of makeup on. Like, that could change your whole look. Like, y'all know I was a makeup artist for high. So I could literally change your whole face. I could make a woman look like a man, like all that. So she got a gang of makeup on. So I want to see you with that off. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna wake up to in the morning, because you ain't gonna wake up
Right.
with all that on your face.
There's something wrong with you if you have an OnlyFans, but you scared of me seeing you without no makeup.
Mm.
You
There's
want
a problem.
your coochie, but I can't see your face.
That person don't need to be in a relationship. They need to be in a psychiatrist's office.
Man, it ain't even that complicated. You gonna let me shine ball the yacht and I can't see your bare face?
Right. But
Like,
that
what are
goes
we
hand
talking
in
about?
hand with I could shine ball, but I can't have the passcode to your phone. That goes hand in hand.
Like I could shine ball multiple times. I'm talking about change your oil and your transmission oil, like fluid. Like, but I ask you to see your hair, you ready to leave me? You will leave me over that.
That's crazy.
We'll literally get into a fight to the point where we won't mess with each other no more.
That's the
Because I want to see you in your natural state.
Yeah.
But then I'll be wrong if I tell you not that you can't take a shit in front of me.
That's you too.
Like I can't see your real hair in your face, but you want to be able to blow up the bathroom around me. Like, make that make sense. Why y'all looking like that?
Cause you for real.
I'm dead ass serious.
No, that shit is dead ass. I've never heard it better than that. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
That is a perfect synopsis of the modern dating world.
I'm so serious. Like,
For real,
where does this logic take off and where does it land? I need to know the departure and arrival. Where does all this logic? Like, come on.
Women are like,
I got hair under here. I got a lot of hair under here. Like, you all right? So what?
Yeah. They want to date up and be put on a pedestal.
I know you blow up the bathroom, but I don't want to know it. Just like I don't see your hair. Same thing. I'm just saying.
Greg, what the fuck, man?
I'm just saying. All right, let's go to the video so we can end this main thing because Black tripping.
Look a certain way. Part of the issue is that a lot of men are searching for these quote unquote perfect women. And when this is the perfect women, whatever is aesthetically pleasing to whatever man, you know? So he wants her to look a certain way and plus do all those things. Now, when we're talking about market value, you have to assess. I'm not trying to be shallow, but if you guys are in the same lane, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying for you to settle and be with somebody that the world finds unattractive. But what I'm saying is maybe also not be as shallow and start looking at the character of some of these people that you're dealing with.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you trying to settle down with somebody, then that's probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah, sounds good in theory.
But in practice,
In practice, there's a pretty clear study that this is, been done scientifically. 2008, right? They did a study where they asked, a bunch of women who were deemed attractive by men, right? What are the characteristics of a man that you're looking for? They had like 24 categories, all the stuff you would probably think of, right? You know, and then women basically said yes to all 24 things, but some more than others, obviously, right? So, after all, it shook out the bottom three, the three that were least important. Actually, that they were so low they were not even statistically significant, right? They were that he be loyal, that he be intelligent, and that he be kind. Those are the bottom three. So it sounds good in theory, except that's not what women actually want when like push comes to shove and you have to make decisions. Those are bottom three.
The top one was to be attractive, right?
Masculine was number one. Number two was to be thought of as someone who could provide financially. Was number two. Yeah. And then number three was to be seen as someone who wants to have a family and be a good family person, partner.
Yeah, paternal investment. So the thing about it is, if you don't show 2 out of them 3 characteristics on top of your looks, like you're not going to get to the character part. That's why they land at number 3, because you never get to see that guy. That's all those things. Those are his top 3. If he don't present characteristics out of 2 of those 3 things and a 7 or higher and attractive, that's why old girl was like, you might want to stay in your lane, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I staying in
a
your
man below.
good thing too, though, because like if you 9, 10 and you with a 2 and y'all go out or something, like it be a lot. Like that's a lot to deal with, and y'all relationship got to be real secure for that 2 or 3 to be able to deal with that.
Okay, let's talk about that. It's that if a 3 is out with an 8, because the polarity doesn't look right. Because in our mind, we like, how did that happen, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as the couple, should you really care? Yeah, you do kind of care, because people treat you accordingly based on it. Just like men, like especially in the business setting, if they got like a real beautiful woman with them, then other men give them status, social status over it. And you can close deals like that. So y'all can say it's not a thing, but it is a thing. So I don't know. That's crazy.
It's like the number one use of an escort.
Right.
Business party. So look out for that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's kind of funny, that like there's this idea that this is what you should do, stay in your lane or whatever, right? Or you know, but everybody wants to take their shot, right? Of course, I mean, you gotta. I'm not saying don't take your shot, but don't also ignore because dudes below like if you're a 7 or below a 7, like you're invisible, you don't exist. Like women don't even consider you, bro. And I'm not trying to, but it's just the way it is, and it's kind of it's kind of messed up, but it's just the way it is. So,
let's see if that's true. So y'all looking for an 8 or a 9? Of course they not.
Yes.
Wait.
What I mean, I think no, because I already told you, like my little 9-10 that I dealt with, like his attitude was fucked off. And I'm cool off of that. Like I want somebody that's on the same level as me.
Mm-hmm. So you'd be looking at what numbers?
I don't know. Maybe like
attractiveness.
6, 7.
Would you date? I was say, would you date a 4?
Probably not.
See, she said 7. She said the same number, bro. That's all. It all came down to 7.
Or 7.
Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Like the lower you get now, you got to come with a little more. Remember, you got to have that confidence and that character built up. The lower you go, that's like a dude that's broke. When you broke, you got to have a big penis. Everybody know that. So when you ugly, you got to have something else to offer.
Okay. Interesting.
And you also have to be very confident within yourself because being with a 9-10, they is popular and they get a lot of attention. You have to be really comfortable and secure within yourself and also within a relationship, but first within yourself.
Yeah.
Because if not, you will run yourself crazy and that relationship will not last.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you'll notice all the friends that are friends that are hanging around.
Everybody knows them. Everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
So HB, you need an 8, 9, or 10?
Man, so like I think you said it earlier, the whole like 9-10 experience is definitely overrated. I to in this society, I think to maintain being a 9 or a 10 as a woman is like so much work and investment. That like it's too much for me. I need I need to be able to just like leave the house in a reasonable amount of time and go camping maybe or things like that. Like it's just like sometimes that's not really a thing with the 9s or the 10s, and then they have this idea that they don't have to do anything, right? So yeah, I can see that. Now the best thing is when you have a 9 or a 10 that thinks they're like, 7 or something like that, and they don't realize it, and then that's the golden calf or whatever you're looking for.
The ugly duckling syndrome.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that for sure. I'm like, just give me in the middle of the fairway. Give me like a 5, 6, 7, or 8 at the most. Like, I don't need the 9 or 10. Like, to me, like the prettier the woman now in 2025, the more trauma she been through. It's like the more she make. I'm not talking about a naturally beautiful 9 or 10. Then that all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, how like Tom used to see the woman eyes just pop out his head and tongue used to be pulled on, all bets off. But I'm talking about these manufactured 9s and 10s. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them looking the same. So I think the more I see that, the more I see trauma. Like that ain't always true, but 68% 99.2% of the time, I think that's true. So I'm cool. Hit me in the middle of the fairway. But there's got to be something about you that's a 9 or 10 to me. Something about you. Got to be something about you that resonates 9 or 10 to me. It could be your eyes, your smile, your whatever. It could be something. It got to be something though.
Yeah. It could be your sense of humor and laugh. It could be your conversation abilities, right? So, man, I really think that who the person is, how they act changes everything. For me, it's the lens that I see you through.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because once women break up with you, that 9 nigga is a 6 for sure.
Yeah.
And that nigga that's a 5, that nigga ugly and his drawers is dirty.
And everybody got a small dick.
Yep.
Yeah, that boy stock dropped quick. But you know how that works. So I don't know. I still don't know. Just shoot your shot from wherever you feel comfortable shooting it. I don't know if you a 3 and you walk around with an 8 or a 9, you did something right. So don't feel insecure about that.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing to feel insecure about.
Yeah.
And if you an 8 and you a 3 or 4 for whatever the reason, like your 3 or 4.
Please.
Because I'm telling y'all in 2025, the upgrade policy ain't hitting on nothing. I'm telling y'all right now.
Yeah, man. If we could give these like 9s and 10s the personality of the 3s and 4s, we'll be winning.
Oh yeah, for sure. No. All right, let's get to the cleanup. This is the cleanup. Everybody clean up. This is the cleanup part of the show. This is where we get some game online from our sexperts, experts, so to speak, and we're gonna see if it's some game, is it yame, or if it's lame. So let's see who the first person we got tonight. Oh, here you go. I love giving demonstrations. So everybody think they doing something and they always think they doing right. I think a lot of people overrate themselves in the bedroom as well as their looks too. Shout out to Clarissa because she was being honest about how she felt she looked. So I appreciate that you did that. Because I know I'm a handsome 5.87325. So here we go. Here's your demonstration for the night.
We're not doing this. This hunching. This is not what I'm doing. No. When you arch your back, you're going to be all the way down, and y'all are going to be pelvis to pelvis. And as you come up, you're going to come up to the tip, but don't come off of it, and you're going to bring it back down. Therefore, your walls can massage.
Yeah, but I mean, it's other ways, but yeah.
She must got that text from Valentine's Day. That's why she out of words. I'm gonna say that's some yam because she gave the science behind it, and it's not lazy, and she's actually putting in some work, and it don't look like it's just a robot just doing the same thing over and over, which I don't like. That's what I don't like. So I'm gonna need you to what I can say. I'm gonna need you to move it like a snake, Ma. Do something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see you shake it like a snake. Like I'm gonna need you to do that while you doing that. So I'm gonna say that's yam. That's beyond game. So that's yam.
Yeah, they look like game, like to me. I definitely, yep, learned that for sure. Yeah.
That's yang. It's good. And ladies, it's good because y'all know how we come real quick when we do the scooting thing and not so much when we do the bouncing. The bouncing feels good to them, but it doesn't really do anything for us. The scooting does. This is a combination of the two. So you'll come real quick from it. Not as quick as you would with just the scooting, but you will come quick and then it's still getting that same bouncing sensation up. So this is real good.
Okay, so sister girl got the yang popping off. She got the yang. So here we go. I think this is I forgot who this is, but let's see.
Uninspired men have sex on the mind. Inspired men don't think about sex all the time. And even if they do, they don't prioritize it. So let me repeat this again. Men that aren't accomplishing much naturally have sex on the mind. Those are feel-good chemicals, those are feel-good releases, and they temporarily give you an escape from reality. But a man that's on a mission and he's accomplishing a lot, he's building a beautiful life, he's helping other people build a beautiful life through him. He's not really thinking about sex all the time, man. It will come up. Sure, it's not going to ever go away, but he's able to control it. He's got other loves in his life. So I'm going to guarantee you that if you have sex on the mind all the time, you're underperforming as a man. You're unaccomplished to a degree. Maybe you live in scarcity and you know you could be doing something else, but you're afraid to take that leap. And because of it, you punish yourself with overindulgence in social media, pornography, chasing vagina, simping for women, gambling, and other potentially detrimental behaviors.
I couldn't say it any better. Like, cannot be your number one priority, man. Cannot be like, have a life. Make yourself a better person. And then everything else comes along with that. For real. So, I mean, that's super game right there. That's that real good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely like men that I've dealt with that are like have more of a life. Like that's not always like the thing. Like that's not all you gonna think about for shortly.
Yes, that is Yang. I agree 100%. And I've dated like both ends of the spectrum. Like the guys that they didn't really have anything, but they did have a job. They could have applied themselves to get a better job, but I at least I have a job, so this is good enough for me. I've dated that end, and I've also dated the guys who they've kind of accomplished everything that there was for them to accomplish, and they're just coasting in life. There's nothing really for them to look forward to achieving. So sex is always on the brain. The dudes that were in the middle, sex isn't constantly on because they have a mission. I got to do something. I was actually going to break up with Lil Daddy. He was going to break up with me because I was always texting, sexting stuff or whatever. And he was like, I'm not focused on that right now. So I don't want to deprive you since you want that so much. I don't want to deprive that of you and we could just go our separate ways. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, yes, I'm just expressing myself, but it's not like a dire need. So it's like I've experienced it all. You do have to examine that. Like just because they have a job, are they pushing to get something more? If you see that they are talking about sex constantly, like it means that he has so much free time. Hold up.
Hmm.
Does that mean the same thing about women?
She just had a uh-oh moment.
Oh no, that's a good question. Let me think about that. Hold that thought. I'm gonna say that's absolute yame. And this is what women mean by they hate having conversations with dudes that they always talking about sex. Like you bring up sex, you have sexual innuendos, undertones, secret agendas. They can feel that. Like they have that in them innately for survival. Like, so this is what they mean by that. And what Coach EO, this is like his second or third time on here, and he's been dropping that game. And this is the approach that you should use. This is actionable. Like HB said, go have a life, have a purpose, and let the sex be a byproduct of what it is that you're doing. If you're married, I'm gonna say if you're married, but you know, let that be the byproduct of what you do, not to be the agenda and the main mode of operandus for old girl. So I'm gonna say that's yang. Now back to what you were saying. Hold on, over there. Does that apply to women too? No, we don't care like that. We don't care like that. I don't think we look at it like that. But what men do care about for real, they care about a woman body count, but now they done got it beat into their head that it don't matter, that they don't care no more. Like, so it's kind of like we don't really care about too much. And that's why women are winning in the sense that they can have meaningless sex now like dudes used to,
They can be
because
whores and still get wifed. They can be whores and still get wifed. Because before
Exactly.
it used to be you can't turn a whore into a housewife. Now you could be a whore and still become a trophy wife.
Yeah, because they redefine what a wife means too. Because a wife used to be like you stay at home, you rear the kid, you cook, you cater to your man. They ain't doing none of that.
They introduced the word phase, guys, so it's fine. It's a whole phase now.
Oh,
no, it's not a phase anymore. It's a way of life.
it's a lifestyle now. They don't even have the phase last until they hit the casket.
Or the wall.
Or the wall, right? But the thing about the wall is where they perceive it is, right? Because biologically the wall is in a place, but they can postpone that
30
if they postpone it in their mind until biology catches up with them, right?
Yeah, just go on Instagram and then get validated until you feel like you haven't hit the wall yet. That's not hard.
Yeah, so I don't think it's the same for women.
It's 30 years old is when the change happens, where men's sexual marketplace value starts to surpass women's sexual marketplace value, and then it continues to be disparate as the ages change.
So women's peak market value is about 30. 29, actually.
29, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was the other way around.
That's what Lisa Ray was looking the best.
No,
right, exactly. Like that's when Lisa Ray was looking her best. Like Lisa Ray right now ain't hot as Lisa Ray at 29.
Yeah, that's her golden years.
But why do dudes go so crazy for cougars?
Because this shit is just fun. Men like to do all kinds of shit. We jump out of airplanes.
And they're really good at sex.
Oh my god.
That too.
Yeah. They're really good at sex. And they're not being coy about it anymore. They have realized they like it. They like it too. The easier conversation. You're like, we both like the sex thing. Cool.
Yeah, but even aside from that, because that's not even a guarantee. Because a lot of them ain't been broke in properly. So You know what I'm saying? That's why they messing with these young dudes, these YNs. These YNs going and they breaking their back and they over here talking about I got me a 25-year-old or a 28-year-old and they be like 38 or 40 because he going in.
All
He come in
sharing
there
the
and put the
same
Glock
one.
on the dresser and she excited and then he gonna go crazy because she don't know he off a perk 30.
Listen, we got
Okay.
a new marketplace.
The YNs had the internet going crazy on Valentine's Day. Like, on everything I love.
See?
Clarissa, you ain't see them posts? Like, what they was doing for their girls on Valentine's Day?
I probably seen one.
Hey, we gonna have something next week.
What the fuck?
Hey, remind me. Remind me to put something in the group chat for next week. What the YNs was doing for Valentine's Day. I'm trying to tell you, man.
One had the thing just laid out with just stuff from Dollar Tree. It was so cute.
Hey, let's
I
get these
seen
likes up.
this dude was wearing top Raymond Noodles outfit, and he had Raymond Noodles and hot Cheetos going to the bed. I'm telling you, hey, the world's a strange place, but you gotta love it. So we'll have it next week. So make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button, and make sure y'all hit us up for next week with WATERPARK After Dark, where we be having an adult conversation at the adult time. And y'all put what y'all did for Thanksgiving. Was y'all thug loving? Huh? What'd you say?
Thanksgiving.
I mean,
that's a Freudian slip.
I mean,
that
Valentine's
is
Day. Y'all know what the fuck
that's a Freudian slip right there, my friend.
Yeah, y'all know.